Remember what I was talking about when I talked about transgenders invading all the spaces, all the way from gaming studios to women's bathrooms? This is what I'm talking about. Right after I released the last video, we now have this is brand new news, by the way. This is not something from 2016. We have convicted. This is actually a wrong order, by the way. Let me show you the original cap. What the other news is used. Neo-Nazi changes gender to serve sentence in women's prison. Now look at Euronews. Now they made it as if this guy was transgender before he got convicted. No. The other way around. Look at this guy's neck tats. This guy's probably got like a. This guy's going to have more windmills on his body than you see in those pictures of Holland. You know, in Holland they have a lot of windmills. This guy on his body, there will be more windmills than the entire Holland combined. And now, just because he converted himself to transgender, the news is covering for him. Can you imagine? This is what bro look like, by the way. Look at this guy. This guy and this. It goes from this to this. And now you have people rooting for this guy. This is called the Gay Nigger Olympics. It's the gay nigger Summer Olympics has officially begun. Those guys, they literally don't give a shit. They have figured out a game. Okay, let's go into the article. So in July 2023, Marla-Svenja Liebich. Sorry if I botched that pronunciation. But this guy, his real name is called the Sven Liebich. Then still known as Sven. Oh, he is covered. Was sentenced to 1.5 year imprisonment without probation in the Halle District Court. A year and a half later, Sven became Marla-Svenja by simple deed poll, made possible under a new law. See, they figured it out. Everybody figured it out, including this guy here, the windmill man. Liebich himself published corresponding summons to start his sentence in a post on Platform X. According to current plans, he will initially be held in a prison for women. The background in this corresponding self-disclosure on gender identity, based on a new regulation of the Self-Determination Act, which came into force in November last year. They are up to date with the law. Okay. The reform law makes it possible to have gender entry adjusted by means of a personal declaration. You say it, it counts. That's what it means. You don't need proof. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to say you are. Warnings about abuse of new self-declaration law. So, now you have this fella who's covering windmills that wants to transfer himself to a women prison. Now you have a problem, huh? Now you want evidence. But this is not going to happen because, as I said, gay niggers are on the top of the Oppression Olympics ladder. They are leading by number one. They are leading in number one right now. You can't stop them. There's no stopping them. Let's put it that way. Since the coalition, so let me get back to something. You know, before 2010, used to just be girl bosses. Everything's about women. Suddenly, transgenders came out. Boom. Off you go women to number 2, number 3, number 5. Now women gets put last. Imagine. Crazy, isn't it? Okay, let's continue reading. So we have warning about the abuse of new self-declaration law. Since the coalition government's plan for law became known, concerns have been repeatedly raised about possible abuse. There we go. Yeah. Let's have a look. During the election campaign, the CDU-CSU clear took up the issue. Andrea Lindos, the deputy chairwoman of the CDU-CSU parliamentary group, declared in April last year that the coalition had lost its way with the law. The coalition agreement signed by SPD, SDU, CDU, holy shit, those names, May last year merely stated that Self-Determination Act will be reviewed by 31st of July 2026. This guy will probably finish his sentence before then. During the coalition negotiation between the CDU, CSU, and SPD, it was therefore not dealt with in the Justice Working Group, but by the negotiation for the Family Department. According to the German tabloid Bild, however, no agreement could be reached there on how to deal with the law. They just put out a law and they don't know how to deal with it. Typical government behavior. The issue was therefore referred back to the party leaders. The result was a merely vague formation of the coalition agreement. Clear criteria. As Benedict Bertzmann, spokesman for the public prosecutor's office in Hague, explained to the German public broadcaster Rundfunk (MDR), the decision on placement is now based on two clear criteria: the officially registered gender, in Marla-Svenja Liebich's case, female. What? So they had a review and then they let this guy go to women's prison anyway. What's the point of the review then? I'm not saying where he should go. I'm just thinking their laws are absurd because you have allowed someone to just make a statement and now they're on top of the Operation Olympics. Imagine. As this is in Saxony, the local enforcement plan there applies, which provides for female prisoners to be detained in the Chemnitz prison. However, the Saxon Ministry of Justice emphasized the local daily German words that additional psychological or medical reports can be used in certain cases. This includes, example, if there's a suspicion that someone may have deliberately changed the gender entry in order to influence the prison conditions. In July 2023, Liebich, then still known as Sven Liebich, was sentenced to 1.5 years imprisonment without probation in Halle District Court. The sentence includes incitement to hatred, insult, and defamation. Appeals by both Liebich and the public prosecutor office failed before the Halle District Court. Liebich had changed his gender and first name to simple by making a simple declaration to the registry office in Skuditz in the northern West Saxony. Oh my God. And that's what I mean. If you ever go to prison, remember one simple trick. Just enter the Gay Nigger Olympics. And you too, my man, my fellow man, you can also become the top of the food chain, the lead runner in the Gay Nigger Olympics. That's all for now. This is not my typical content. Usually I just play very bad games. Please leave a like and subscribe so people can see this. This is getting out of control. Not gonna lie, this is getting totally out of control right now. Do I have any comments? I'm very surprised this does not have any comments. Or maybe just because I have ad blocker on, so it's not showing anything. I would love to add music. I would love to add music for you guys, but YouTube hates music.